our planet, mutualism is a fundamental part of many organisms' biology. The clownfish that gets protection from an anemone, the anemone that gets nutrients from the fish, the cleaner wrasse who eats parasites from reef fish, the reef fish staying healthy, the bees that gather nectar from flowers, while the pollen stuck to their bodies pollinates it. But perhaps the most widespread and ecologically significant symbiosis is one we can't see, a partnership between soil fungi and land plants. In 1885, German botanist Albert Bernhard Frank first proposed the idea that plant roots and the fungi around them were working together. And like with many bold scientific assertions, he was basically laughed out of the room. But in the last century, nearly all of Frank's major hypotheses have been unequivocally demonstrated. We now know that plant and fungal associations, known as mycorrhizal associations, are present in almost all ecosystems, from deserts to tropical forests, and that about 90% of terrestrial plants are connected to some form of mycorrhizal fungi network. Mycorrhizae are a fungus which grows in association with the roots of a plant in a symbiotic relationship. The most common fungal networks are made of arbuscular mycorrhiza, which are named for the Latin arbuscule, meaning little tree. The threads of this fungi penetrate the root cells of their host and form tiny structures inside of them. This is how they interact with the trees and share resources with them. The other major class of fungi are ectomycorrhizal fungi. These fungi form a sheath around the roots of their hosts and grow between the plant cells to exchange nutrients. They have a symbiotic relationship with fewer plants than the arbuscular mycorrhiza, but their hosts tend to be the most economically important trees, as they are often the most widespread trees that we use for timber. While the two classes of fungal networks belong to very different species, their relationship with the host plants are pretty similar. The fungi pick up water and nutrients from the soil, including phosphorus and nitrogen, which are both important for plant growth, and transfer them to their plant hosts. In return, the plants this relationship is the backbone of all our forests on Earth. And without it, life on land as we know it may have never emerged. But in recent decades, scientists have realized it's not just the individual tree and the fungi that have a relationship, sharing resources back and forth, but that the trees themselves are connected by this intricate, vast network.